Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review of a macro beer, or actually two macro beers with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. This had to happen. So recently Carlsberg released a new variation on this Kronenbourg Blanc, which is this Kronenbourg Blanc Rosé. Or actually they just call it Kronenbourg Rosé. I don't know if this has been released before or whatever. I know for some markets they do like tests with some beers and then they're launched in other markets and whatnot. And let me tell you, like Carlsberg has done so many marketing flunks over the years, and I've reviewed so many of those, like Tuborg Sommer, Tuborg Lime Cut, the 50 degrees north, east, something weird. They've done so many weird products. Tuborg Light, I think they also did. Tuborg Ultra, was that they were trying to do the American kind of ultra beers, or Tuborg Ice, kind of like doing ice lager, which is kind of a thing in, I think it's Canada. It's really from where they are like slightly freezed, so they're stronger. Whatever. They've done so many marketing flops, but arguably the biggest marketing success from Carlsberg is Kronenbourg Blanc and Grünbergen. Both are very subpar beers compared to what they are inspired by. And arguably, something like this is almost not beer-like. They're really geared towards a market of people who are not beer drinkers. And you can really see on the advertisements for the new Rosé, it's totally geared towards women. Female bloggers are posting a ton about this stuff. And they are just loving it, of course, because it's paid advertisements. This is not paid. It's just me picking them up. I want to give my 2 cents because I love proper beers, and I think Kronenbourg Blanc is a shit beer. I give it a 48, and it's terrible. So I'm not going into this with an open mind, unfortunately, but that's happened in the past. I just know what to expect here, but let's try it as well. So we brought a bottle of the regular Blanc just for comparison. I haven't had it in a long time, and like if I was out and someone bought me a glass of this, I would still drink it. Like, I wouldn't be a dick. But it's just for my own money. I would never buy this unless it was for a video like this. So it's 5%. It's inspired by Witbier. It's filled with all kinds of stuff. So here we go. It's got aroma, hop extract, orange peel, coriander, caramel, aromatic caramel. I can't see the last bit here. Glucose syrup and wheat and whatnot. Yeah, it had a very nice head retention. Really impressive. It's got wheat, so you'll get that, but it actually looked quite nice, and it's hazy, and it's yellow, and let's just check it out. It smells so artificial. It smells like artificial apricots, peachy aromas, like almost like soda-like, with a touch of lemon peel or something like that. It smells exactly what I remember. It smells like an artificial, mass-produced take on real proper Witbier. Like real proper Witbier, like St. Bernardus. Amazing Witbier. You get this really intense, fresh coriander and curacao orange peel flavor. High carbonation and nice dryness and everything. This just smells so fake compared to that. Let's try it. Cheers. Soulless. Refreshing my mind as to why I hate this beer. It's so bland and so artificial. It does have some fluffiness to it from the wheat, which is nice. It has a lingering sweetness. So I'm thinking like people who don't like beer, they often like sweet flavors. They like, of course, fruity flavor and things like that. So all these things are in here to try and gear away towards beer. Like, first of all, it's a bit more dull. The carbonation isn't as high as like some great wheat beers, and it's not as dry. It depends. Not all wheat beers are dry, but it's just like it just really screams mass market produced version of a wheat beer that's just like terrible. And we got another video coming, which is going to be real fun, because Royal Unibrew also tried to do this with a new product they made, which is just direct competition to this, called Pieft, which means whistle. I'm sure it's going to be terrible. But yeah, this is terrible beer. Let's move on to the Rosé. So this one has got all the other stupid things. It's the same thing as the others, glucose syrup and sugar. Both glucose syrup and sugar. Sugar could be to dry it out a bit. You never know. And then listen to this. Raspberry concentrate. And then they use elderberry. And I'm pretty sure that the reason why there's 0.1% raspberry concentrate in here. So it's like probably some very intense stuff. And then there is the not blackcurrant, the elderberry juice, and that's 100% to color it because it's much cheaper than raspberry. That's the only reason why it's in there. It's to get that color so it sells because people are like, oh, it's pink. Oh my god, I want to drink that. This is so stupid. So, of course, aromas. So it's artificially flavored as well with probably raspberry flavoring. Oh my god, let's check this one out. Both are 5%. No, this is actually lower. This is 4.5, so slightly lower than the regular one. Yeah, it's red. I mean, reddish. It's kind of like a reddish orange, pinkish color. White head. Also, great substantial head retention in this one. Let's check out the aroma. Ooh, yeah. It smells really, really raspberry-like, but it smells like raspberry vitamin pills. As a kid, we used to get those. It's like fruit-flavored vitamin pills for kids in Denmark, where you get those because usually kids won't take vitamin pills, so they're flavored with fruits. And there was one with raspberry and strawberry, like red fruits. I think they also say red fruits here as a flavor, so I'm guessing maybe there's some other stuff in here, but it really smells like that. It's bubblegummy as well. It's smelling like artificial raspberry bubblegummy. It's even more artificial smelling than the regular version. I mean, I'm not getting any hint of malt or anything. It's all artificial kind of candy, gummy candy like stuff. It's almost like pastry sour type aromas. Like almost. And not to knock pastry sour too much because I've already done that plenty, but man, slightly soapy too. Again, no off flavors in this one. It's just so artificial and fake. But let's check this one out. Cheers. No. It is so fake. It's like really sweet, fake raspberry kind of red fruit flavor. It's like a mix of this vitamin pill thing, and then like it almost tastes like, so in Denmark you get like rødblandet saft or something like that, or cordial, and it's like this really thick, sweet kind of concentrate of fruit. And you pour it into a glass and you add water and you drink it, you have a soft drink. It almost tastes like they poured that into this, which basically it could be, really. Like sweet, artificial, red berry, wheaty thing. Like there's a bit of a wheaty flavor, but like it's just as artificial, if not even more than the regular one. Like here you do not taste coriander or orange peel or anything. It's all about those red fruits. Fuck me. This is such a shitty beer. It's hilarious. It's also perfumey. There's 100% market for it. That's why they were making this. I'm sure this is gonna sell over the summer. People are gonna love it. And like people who don't like beer and like the people who are already big fans of Kronenbourg Blanc. I mean, when you see people going out nowadays, it's really marketed for an audience that's fairly young too. Like with good times and partying and like all this, like not as much as Kronenbourg, for example, but you really see lots of young people drinking this if you go out, and it really hits that market. Like it's almost like it's like cross between, like it's almost like shandy like in some ways, actually, like half beer, half soda, whatever. And I understand why people enjoy it, because like if you don't really like beer and beery flavors, this is something to enjoy, and hopefully this could be a gateway for them to explore other things. But I'm not sure. I think it's terrible. It's a flunked product. There's no off flavors, but it's so artificial and has so little to do with the style of beer that it's trying to recreate that you could only flunk this. I'm going to stick to my guns with a 48 on Blanc, maybe even bump it to a 50. No, 48. It's still not a good beer. I'm just trying to bump this one up just because this is even worse. This is so much sweeter. So much sweeter. And jumping back to this, it seems sweet at first, now it seems dry. Yeah, so 48, the Rosé. I mean, in terms of what it's like, I don't know if it's really failed almost as a beer because it doesn't taste like beer, but it's just like, there's no off flavors or anything, so you don't want to be like too trashy with the grade, but I'm still going to flunk it because it doesn't taste like a wheat beer, so I'm thinking 45 is, yeah, 43 maybe, around that territory. It's definitely not passed in any way, shape, or form as a product, or as a Witbier. But as a product, it's like, if you had to rate these as like macro alco poppy products, you could rate them very well, but they're shit. They're fucking terrible. And I urge you guys to not waste your time on these, but I really wanted to pick them up because I knew I'd rant about it. But we're going to take a break now and cut this review short, and then we're going to do a video on the Royal Unibrew attempt of doing this with citrus and mango. It's going to be interesting. So, should we do a quick cuvee? It's about half-half. Ooh, now it's more orange. Quick cuvee before we end. That's definitely better, but it tastes more like this, but it washes away some of all that fake artificial berry flavor. So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try the new Rosé Kronenbourg by Carlsberg, let me know what you thought of it. Terrible product, steer away if you love a good beer. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And yeah, I'm going to stay clear of saying cheers in this and actually go pour this down the drain. And see you guys in another beer review. Cheers.